Hello, beautiful people. Happy to see you. Let's practice listening with English Listen Easy. I am Jack.
And I am Emma. So glad you are here with us today.
Emma, I have to tell you something. I went to a new restaurant last weekend.
Oh, nice. How was it?
The food was great, but there was a moment where I completely froze.
What happened?
The waiter came to my table and he spoke very fast and he said something like, "Would you like still or sparkling?" And I had no idea what he meant.
Oh, still or sparkling water.
Yes, but I did not know that at the time, so I just said, "Yes, please," and he looked at me and said, "Still or sparkling?" again, and I said, "Yes, thank you."
Jack.
The waiter brought sparkling. I do not really like sparkling, but I drank it and said nothing.
You drank water you did not want because you were too embarrassed to say anything?
Too embarrassed and too confused. And that's actually our topic today, English at the restaurant, because this happens to so many people.
It really does. Restaurants are one of those places where your English gets tested in real life, with a real person who is waiting for your answer.
And you cannot pause the conversation. You cannot say, "One moment, let me look this up."
You just have to respond, and if you don't know the word, it gets very stressful very fast.
So today, we're going to talk about real restaurant English, not textbook phrases, real ones.
The ones you actually need. And I have a story too from a restaurant that I think people will relate to.
Tell me after I tell mine.
Deal.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. What happens when you walk into a restaurant?
Usually, someone at the door asks, "How many?" or "Do you have a reservation?"
How many means how many people are in your group. So you say, "Just me," or "Two people," or "There are four of us."
Simple. But if you are not ready for it, you freeze because it happens fast, the moment you walk in the door.
And then they take you to a table and they say, "Your server will be right with you."
Server means waiter or waitress. In American English, server is very common.
And then the server comes and usually they say, "Can I start you off with something to drink?"
Which means, what do you want to drink first, before the food?
And this is where I went wrong last weekend because I was not ready for the word sparkling.
So, still means normal water, no bubbles, and sparkling means water with bubbles, like a soda but just water.
And if you're not sure, you can always just say, "Still water, please," and that's fine.
Or just tap water is fine. Tap water means water from the kitchen, free, simple.
Tap water, very useful phrase, especially if you don't want to pay for a bottle.
Very practical, Jack.
I am a practical person.
Okay, and then comes the menu, and the waiter asks, "Are you ready to order? Or do you need a few more minutes?"
And if you need more time, you say, "Yes, just a few more minutes, please." Very polite, very normal.
Nobody is ever upset if you need more time. It happens all the time.
And when you're ready, the waiter comes back and says, "What can I get for you?" Or "What would you like?"
And you say your order. "I would like the pasta," or "I'll have the chicken," or "Can I get the soup, please?"
All of those work. I would like, I will have, can I get, all normal.
And if you don't understand something on the menu, you can ask, "What is this?" or "What does this come with?"
What does this come with means what food comes with this dish, like does it come with bread? Does it come with fries?
Very useful, because sometimes you see a price, but you don't know what's included.
And you can also ask the waiter, "What do you recommend?"
Oh, recommend. That's our word today. Wait, actually, let me use it first and then explain it.
Go ahead.
So, I often ask the waiter what they recommend, and I love that question, because the waiter usually knows what's really good.
What does recommend mean exactly?
So, recommend means you tell someone that something is good and they should try it. Like if I say to you, Jack, you should try this coffee, it's really good. I'm recommending the coffee to you.
So when you ask the waiter, "What do you recommend?" you're asking, "What do you think is good here? What should I try?"
Exactly. And most waiters love that question because they can tell you about their favorite dish, and you often end up with something really good.
And it's such a simple question. What do you recommend?
5 words, very useful, and it works everywhere.
Okay, now tell me your story at the restaurant, the one with the water.
Yes, so this was maybe 2 years ago. I was at a nice restaurant with a friend, and the waiter came and asked what we wanted to drink.
And you said water?
I said, "Can I have some water, please?" Simple, normal.
That sounds fine.
It was fine, but then the waiter said, "Of course, still, sparkling, or San Pellegrino."
Oh, 3 options.
3 options, and I knew still and I knew sparkling, but San Pellegrino, I thought it was a type of sparkling water, but I wasn't 100% sure.
What did you say?
I panicked a little and I said, "What would you recommend?"
You used the recommend question for water.
For water. The waiter looked a little surprised, but he was very nice. He said, "San Pellegrino is a sparkling mineral water from Italy. It has a slightly stronger bubble, very refreshing."
And did you order it?
I did, because at that point I was too committed to the question, and it was actually very good.
So your panic led to a good water recommendation.
It worked out perfectly, and I learned that you can use recommend for anything, not just food, water, wine, dessert, anything.
And the waiter was happy to help.
Always, that's their job. They want you to enjoy your meal. They're not judging your English.
That's such an important thing to remember. We talked about this in a previous episode about speaking fears. The people serving you just want to help. They're not focused on your mistakes.
They're focused on doing their job well and helping you have a good experience.
And that makes it so much easier to just ask.
Always ask. It's always okay.
Okay, listeners, quick pause. If you're enjoying this episode, please share it with someone who needs help with restaurant English, and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. It really helps us.
Thank you. Okay, let's talk about some tricky moments at restaurants, because ordering is not the only thing that happens.
Right. What if something is wrong with your order?
Oh, this is important because a lot of people, when something is wrong, they just say nothing. They eat the wrong thing. They drink the wrong thing, like you with your sparkling water.
Like me with my sparkling water, yes.
But it is completely okay to say something, and you do not need complicated English.
You just say, "Excuse me," and the waiter comes, and then you say what the problem is.
Like, "Excuse me, I ordered the chicken, but this is the fish." Or, "Excuse me, this is cold." Or, "Excuse me, I think there is a mistake with my order."
Very simple sentences. Excuse me, plus what the problem is.
And the waiter will fix it. They want to fix it. It is their job.
I wish I had known this at more restaurants in my past.
How many wrong meals have you eaten in silence?
More than I want to admit. There was one time I ordered a salad and got a soup, and I just ate the soup because I did not know how to say anything.
Jack, you ate the soup.
I ate the soup. It was okay, but it was not what I wanted.
You need to practice the excuse me phrase.
I really do.
And what about asking for the check, the bill?
Yes, because in American English, you usually have to ask for it. The waiter doesn't just bring it automatically.
You say, "Can we have the check, please?" Or, "Could I get the check?" Or even just, "Check, please."
Check is the American word. In British English, they say bill, but in American restaurants, check.
And usually the waiter asks, "How would you like to pay, cash or card?"
And you say, card, please, or cash. Simple.
And sometimes they ask, "Together or separate?" which means one check or different checks for each person.
And you say, together, please, or separate, please.
Very easy words, but again, if you're not ready for the question, you freeze.
Because you're not expecting it, and your brain switches off for a second.
And then you say yes, like with the sparkling water.
Yes, like with the sparkling water. Always like with the sparkling water.
You are going to remember that story forever.
Okay, I want to talk about one more thing. Reading the menu, because menus can be very confusing.
Especially in nice restaurants, where the descriptions are very long and use words you've never seen before.
Slow roasted, pan-seared, house-made, artisanal. What does any of this mean? I have looked at menus and understood 0 words many times.
And that's when you use the recommend question. What do you recommend? And then let the waiter explain.
Because they can describe it in simple words. Pan-seared just means cooked in a hot pan. Slow-roasted means cooked slowly in the oven.
And house-made means made in this restaurant, not from a factory.
So once you know those words, menus become much easier.
And if you still don't understand, you can ask, "What is this exactly?" Or, "Can you describe this dish?"
And nobody thinks this is a strange question. People ask all the time.
All the time. Even native speakers ask what things are.
Because menus can be very creative with their language.
Very creative. Sometimes too creative.
Deconstructed soup. What does that even mean?
It means the soup is in pieces on the plate for some reason.
I don't need my soup deconstructed. I need it in a bowl, hot. That's all.
Simple tastes.
Simple tastes, yes.
So let's go through the key phrases one more time, not as a lesson, just as a recap of what we talked about.
When you walk in, how many? You say the number of people, or just me if you're alone.
For drinks, still or sparkling, you say, "Still water, please," or "Tap water, please."
To order, I would like, or I'll have, or can I get?
If you need more time, just a few more minutes, please.
If something is wrong, excuse me, I think there's a mistake.
For the check, "Can I have the check, please?"
And if you don't know what to order, what do you recommend?
That last one really is the most useful. It opens a conversation, it gets you help, and you usually end up with something good.
And the waiter does all the hard work for you.
Exactly. Let them talk. You just listen and say yes or no.
Which is a very good English learning strategy in general.
Let the situation do the work for you.
Exactly. You just need a few key phrases and the rest follows.
Okay, bonus tip. Jack, go ahead.
Yes, so listeners, here's one simple thing. Before you go to a restaurant, or even before you order food anywhere, practice saying your order out loud, at home, in English.
Like, "I would like the chicken, please. Can I have a glass of water? What do you recommend?"
Just say it out loud to no one, in your kitchen.
Because when you practice the words before you need them, they come faster when you actually need them.
Your mouth already knows the shape of those sentences, and you don't freeze.
And we talked about this in our Speaking Alone episode. Talking to yourself is real practice, even for a restaurant order.
And if you do freeze at a restaurant, remember, excuse me, and then what you need. That's all you need.
2 words, excuse me, and the rest comes.
And the waiter will help you figure it out.
That's what they're there for.
And listeners, don't forget our word from today.
Recommend. Use it at restaurants. Use it everywhere. What do you recommend? 5 words, so useful.
And if someone recommends something to you, it usually means it's really good. So listen.
Listen and enjoy.
All right, one question before we go.
What is a funny or difficult moment you've had at a restaurant in English? Did you order the wrong thing? Did you freeze? Did you eat something you didn't want?
Write it in the comments. We want to know your story. And if this episode helped you, please like it, share it, and subscribe.
Take care, everybody. See you in the next episode.
Bye. Go practice your order out loud right now before your next restaurant visit.